welcome back into our South Reno neighborhood tours. My name is Ken Angst, team leader of the Angst real estate team. We're joined with Elena, Boland, Wholesale Mortgage. We're out here at the top of Zalezi Lane in Southwest Reno off the Mount Rose Highway. We're going to give you a tour of the Southwest Vistas. 386 homes in this community, mostly single story, large lots, and lots of nature trails. So let's hop in the car, show you around, and we'll get going. Okay, so we're in the car.
Hello.
Elena, how are you?
Good.
It's a little rainy today, but giving you a tour of the Southwest Vista. So as you come into, we're at the top of Zalezi, by the way.
Yes.
So you just get off of South Virginia Street, go on South or Zalezi. We're got the Reno Christian Fellowship Church daycare. So if you have kids to go there, it's really convenient.
Yes.
Beautiful entrance. We're in the Southwest Vistas. 386 homes in this community. Most of them are single story, as you'll see. Of course, I say that, and there's a handful in the original development that are two-story. We'll drive in there real quick.
It's nice that you kind of enter at the roundabout too. It sort of makes you pause and slow down. Reminder you're driving into a
common area
neighborhood.
maintenance from the HOA takes care of that, and then there's a whole bunch of restrictions on what you put in your yard. If you want to change your paint, do some landscaping, you got to get approval from the architectural committee. And we're going to go down Albuquerque. So these homes are a little older. Some of these homes are in the late 1990s, and different. So these were a different builder at the time. So you have some two-story, and the good thing is that the HOA in here doesn't mess around. So if you don't keep your front yard in tip-top shape, you're gonna get a call. And then we always like to go out on trash day. So every trash day we seem to be doing these tours.
Yeah, but you can tell everybody does a really great job with the maintenance of their homes here.
Yeah.
Nice little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, nice houses, stucco, tile roof. So that's kind of the standard. The nice thing about this neighborhood is they tend to be pushed back. The houses aren't right on top of each other. Typically a quarter acre up to 2 acres, but most of them, I would say, are in that 0.4 acres to 0.75 acres. But this is an older house in the neighborhood. Most of them are 3-car garage. There are some 4-car. I don't think in this older section there's that many 4-car. It's all 3-car. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really beautiful.
Great views from the backyards up here too.
Yeah, so you have views either from the city typically, or Mount Rose. And then the one thing you got to know about, well, this isn't a good example, but then there's this one odd house that's kind of stuck in between there. It's kind of interesting. We're at Gallup, and we're at the end of Gallup Road. So what we're going to do is go down the back on the Gallup, go on Ventana. So that's the road that kind of switches from Zalezi, and right when you go around the roundabout it becomes Ventana. A beautiful shrubbery. The fall, we're going to take the drone up, but the fall in here is beautiful with all the trees. And they keep it in really nice shape. Now there's a lot of, you'll see it over here, there's a lot of walking paths. Pretty much there's a whole walking path along Ventana that goes, so you'll see dozens of people out walking during the day with animals and dogs. And so houses that generally have more acreage are on the right-hand side here, as you'll kind of see on the right-hand side as we're going, I would say almost northeast here, have the larger lots. So the larger lots are on the side here. Some of those are 1 acre to 2 acres.
Wow, yeah, you can see they're set back
way
pretty
back.
far, right?
Yeah. And this guy likes to collect leaves, and he has a huge amount of leaves in there. Beautiful views of Mount Rose. I mean, you can't beat it if you look over here, Elena.
Yeah.
Pretty much the houses
here
in this development are kind of stacked north to south. So they're kind of terraced up, and either have gorgeous views of downtown. I mean, some of the best views in Reno are up over here if your house is facing.
Yeah, you can see the casinos from here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it only goes and gets better as you go up Sedona Road. And that's not part of the development down there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's kind of old Holcomb way. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of walking paths, and then we're going to go on the White Sands. It's a very popular.
Hi. Friendly, at least.
Yeah, so these are all the single-story ones. So they're all single-story in here, and you'll catch a lot of there's some 4-car garages now.
Yeah, there's a bigger one. Yeah.
And I can tell you from experience that the 3-car one's a little small. The beautiful thing that you want to capture here, Elena, on this side, is they have throughout the community all these nature trails that are DG. So you can walk all over the place, and then you can actually walk up into Arrow Creek. They have dirt paths that go up to Arrow Creek. Goes all the way down to the old part of Holcomb Lane.
Mm-hmm.
I get on Lower Thomas Creek. I'll show you that in a second. And it goes all the way up to the guard shack at Arrow Creek, and then takes you all the way up into the wilderness area.
And those are mountain bike friendly as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I have some friends that come up this way from, I would say, Cotton Ranch area, and they'll come ride their bikes up here. So
most of these houses that we're looking at, and this is funny that we bring it up, is they're starting to need some work.
Yep.
So you'll start getting houses, because these are between 2000 and 2006 vintage. So a lot of people are getting them painted now, replacement of the ACs. But yeah, the nice thing is the layouts. They're large lots, so you're not running on top of each other. It is a 7-minute drive from right here on Sedona and White Sands down to the Damani Ranch Walmart.
Not bad.
So it's a little bit of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people come up here unless you really need to, because it is a bit of a drive. Zalesi, it's a good 4 or 5 miles up here. But yeah, some of the landscape in here is just
perfect.
It's a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's a pretty highly sought after. And I'll show you something interesting in here. There's a bunch of fire roads, since we just had that large fire.
Right.
You can actually get out. They put these fire roads that can get you out different routes. So we're up here in Tempe now, and they closed them now, but they have a bunch of fire roads, so you have different exits.
Yeah.
And then right here is the Arrow Creek Golf Course. So I mean, we're adjacent to.
Look at that view there. It's very nice.
So we're right here next to Arrow Creek, open space. And these houses that face, I'll show you here. These houses right here have literally $1 million views.
Yeah.
Surrounded, and then you can kind of see. The cool thing is you can kind of see through there. I peek through.
Yeah, there it is.
So you can kind of see downtown.
Yeah, the whole downtown landscape.
And it's kind of cool right now. It has like a little light.
Yeah,
just,
it's
the sun
perfect.
is just on it. But up here, you have very good views when you're at the top of Tempe and Sedona.
Yeah, from a lot of different angles too. Not just backyard, not just front.
And you're talking probably much 900,000 to 1.5 in here. There's one for sale right here.
Yeah,
That one
nice
has tremendous views all the way around it.
Right.
A little bit exposed, but
backyard.
this one has really good views of pretty private. Kind of the top here. So if you're looking for views, this is the place. HOA is $50 a month.
Not bad.
But they are pretty strict. So if you don't keep your yard up or don't follow the rules, they're going to be on you pretty quick. And then this, I'm going to show you Dancing Cloud. So there's definitely a price difference. And if you want to capture that, so you have city views.
Right.
If you're on the north side of the street, several advantages of being on the north side of the street here is the snow melts, and you have huge city views. So there's a price difference, probably $100,000 or more, between a house that's on the south side of the road versus the north. Just
Yeah,
because
over here. So this side.
I mean, these are beautiful. You just have different. You don't have as good of views.
Right.
And then there's more nature trails that go up every cul-de-sac. And they keep them really nice. They're all DG, and they weed them, and
Yeah, those are very well maintained.
it's a good neighborhood. Now, snow. So we get a lot of questions. Do you need a snowblower? Yes. So we're at 5,000 feet here, and you need a snow blower. Typically, a decent snowstorm up here can get you 9 inches to 12 to 15.
Yeah.
And the problem is, I'll show you down here, is some of the driveways are a little longer.
Right.
And if you are on the south side and don't shovel it and keep up with it, you can't get in your driveway. So on this side, like houses on this side, the snow accumulates and doesn't melt because of the snow, or because of the angle of the sun. So, but on this side, it tendally, but you can see how it's steeper here.
Right. So this side's safer for...
Yeah, the neighbors over there drink coffee and make fun of people on the other side because it always melts quicker on this side.
Right.
But you do need a pretty robust snow blower up here. You're at 5,000 feet. Awesome neighborhood for schools. Right now, as it stands in 2024 September, it's zoned for Lynn's Elementary, Marcy Hers, the newer middle school, and Galena. Subject to change, but that's kind of. And the buses do come up Sedona and pick up kids. I'm gonna go show you one other trail that's really cool. We'll kind of wrap this up. So yeah, good views, surrounded by a lot of great neighborhoods. Arrow Creek, Thomas Creek, close to Wolf Run. So if you're a golfer, Wolf Run is like a 5-minute drive. Oh wow, they're like going out of here. Wow, they're tearing up the driveway.
Your driveway, yeah.
Interesting. Up here is where I was going to show you. So if you're a big mountain bike enthusiast, you're at the doorstep of all trails that go up, literally up to top Mount Rose. I've rode my bike up to Timberline from here pretty often. So through the gate and straight is Lower Thomas Creek Trail. Okay. And then check out this house. Wow. This guy's been, and that's off Welcome Way. So we're adjacent to Thomas Creek. Arrow Creek's right there. Pretty phenomenal neighborhood. There's about 14 to 20 homes a year that sell in here.
So and not a huge amount of inventory.
Not a lot of inventory, and they go quick.
I imagine.
Just because
there's
larger lots.
There's that
views,
view, yeah.
Yeah, the views up here are and just it's really well maintained. The pride of ownership in here, no one's. I mean, this guy's ripping out his driveway. It looks perfectly good.
It
Probably
does.
to put pavers in.
Right.
Must have won the lottery or something. But yeah, he's tearing out the driveway. That's interesting. And then, like these people, a lot of people walking around. But yeah, this is North Elk River Court. And then there's some open space behind it. So anyways, that's the Southwest Vistas up off the top of Zalesi. If you have any questions or want to take a look, we have, we send out a lot of postcards to this neighborhood. We do a lot of business in here. It's one of our favorite neighborhoods. Oh, the other thing to note is it's one of the few neighborhoods that have crawl spaces.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So it's kind of nice because a lot of people are like, well, if I have a plumbing issue, and there's a lot in this, and it's a good size crawl space. It's not one of the ones that you have to crawl on your stomach. It's pretty decent size. So that's another benefit of living up here, is that you are on a crawl space. So, and we're also close to Thomas Creek, Arrow Creek parks. So lots of family-friendly stuff to do in here. So if you want more information, give us a call. Elena, thanks for videoing.
Yes.
We're going to do more video tours. Please like them. Give us a thumbs up. Share with someone that wants to move here. We get a lot of comments about how these really help out. and talk about the neighborhood. So.
Okay.
All right, guys. You guys take care and enjoy the rest of the week.
Thanks, Ken.
Thanks.